Hi, 6th grade team. This is your visual content specialist for grades 6 through 8 social studies. Today we're going to be supporting our students in effectively engaging in the writing process through explicit writing strategies. This video is aligned to the 6th grade curriculum in Passport to Social Studies. In this video, we'll be using SDI in order to engage and provide access to all learners, uphold student IEP goals aligned to expressive language and written expression, and support student development and mastery of written skills through the use of explicit writing process strategies. Upon the implementation of this strategy in your classroom, your students will then be able to apply writing strategies in order to demonstrate an understanding of topics discussed through an essay or extended response. One great writing strategy I like to use with students is the ToSEEC strategy. This strategy has been adapted from the Wit and Wisdom curriculum, but it is one that can be used across any subject that requires a written task or a response, and it is one that can be used in conjunction with any other curriculum. The ToSEEC strategy is an acronym that stands for Topic Statement, Evidence, Elaboration, and Concluding Statement. This writing model is used to create informative or explanatory responses, and it is a strategy that reinforces the building blocks of writing, such as structure and organization. This strategy also supports the development of complete responses to prompts. So why the ToSEEC strategy? This strategy supports information processing. It visually and auditorily engages students in the writing process. It reinforces writing structure and organizational skills. It allows students to follow through on full prompt responses. And as it pertains to language skills acquisition, it is a tool that supports the refinement of expressive language skills in writing for both SWD and L students. One way that we can apply this strategy within the context of the Passport to Social Studies curriculum is in the lesson in which the lesson objective requires students to research key features of Egyptian and Mesopotamian civilizations through the creation of a virtual book that compares and contrasts these civilizations. This is the final task of the unit, and students are further instructed to write one paragraph per category for each civilization being compared and contrasted. This is a great opportunity to implement this strategy either before this lesson or during this lesson so that students are able to successfully complete the writing portion of this task. In Unit 2, titled Complex Societies, there is a case study in days 19 through 23, titled Egypt and Mesopotamia. What we see here is an example of the organizer that you would be able to use in order to provide access for students to write down their descriptions of comparisons and contrast between both Egypt and Mesopotamia. You would use an organizer such as this, and this organizer is also available to you within the Passport to Social Studies curriculum. And you would break down the structure of the paragraph as it relates to the task. So you may not have to use all of these sentence starters or all of these sections, but in order for students to be able to see the organization of the writing, this is a great benefit for students that need to practice how to write a paragraph. So here we see a topic sentence, with some prompts such as introduce the category. You can also add a sentence starter here. This is a very generic or general sentence starter that a student can use. They're also welcome to just start their sentences however they like. But this is a great way to help students kick off those ideas and put them down on paper, especially for students who have difficulties with with expressive language, either verbal or written. This, such as a sentence starter, can help kick off those ideas. These can also serve as checklists. So instead of a sentence starter, you might want to put down, did you put quotations around your evidence? Did you cite the source? For elaboration, maybe you want to provide guiding questions so that students are able to elaborate even further on their explanations of the comparisons or the differences between Egypt and Mesopotamia. One thing that I like to do with such an organizer and such a strategy, such as the ToSEEC, is to model this strategy before students are tasked with applying the strategy on their own. And modeling with the organizer is a great visual way to help students understand how to use this strategy. Students are also provided with a model of what an example of like the paragraph that they can write when comparing the role of women in both ancient Egypt and Mesopotamia. You can also use this paragraph and just drop in or pre-fill this organizer, or have students match up the parts of this model into the organizer. So where would the topic statement be? They would have to indicate that here, just as practice or like a model, in order to be able to use or extend the use of this model provided to the students in Passport to Social Studies. So these ToSEEC strategies can be very beneficial for students, especially because it allows for scaffolding and differentiating writing organizers. It allows students to process and express information in the way that is prescribed. It's a specific recipe, and there is no deviating or there is no confusion as to, oh wait, is the topic sentence supposed to be here? No, it goes in a certain order. This promotes active engagement in writing through very clear steps, and it makes thinking and learning visible and permanent.